line in fall camp. But that's a really physical position too, you know, so you need, you know, probably 17 to 18 bodies going in to be able to practice how you want to practice. And, you know, I don't think we played like we need to play as a group in the O-line. I think there was individuals that at times showed flashes like, yep, that's what it looks like. But they got to play as a group. That one crew, that O-line has to play together. And so I think there was some individual skill that was developed there. But to play at the level that we need to play at with those guys, we got to go. We got some work to do.
Chris, I know your O-line depth was down today, but Jalen Johnson with 3 sacks. I know he was part of your first class. He's part of that core of really good young defensive linemen. How much movement did you see from him this spring and in particular today?
Yeah, I think our D-line across the board had a good spring. There's some really good players there. And a guy like Jalen, he kept showing up most of the spring. And, you know, I think they're just, you know, you can kind of feel those guys. You know, just each week getting a little bit better. And I think Jalen was one of those guys. You know, I'm excited about the D-line because I think it's a crew that it's, you know, sometimes you get in a situation, you got 3 or 4 guys, and as soon as they come out, you hold your breath a little bit that the other guys can hold up. And I don't think we're in that situation right now. I mean, I like all those guys, and I think they can all battle and win for us as long as they keep their edge and as long as they keep improving. Are we ready to go play right now? You know, we're not. But I think they did what we wanted them to do this spring.
Was there an effort to back off of Myles Gaskin this spring and maybe reduce his
Well,
workload a little bit?
No, not at all. But we don't do a lot of tackling any running backs around here. We don't need to win spring ball. We need to get those guys assignment sound, technique, perfect, and then, you know, when we get in fall camp, they'll take the shots that they need to take to make sure we have ball security, you know, for that first game.
Chris, just looking at it real quick from just walking off the field, do you think you feel really good about what you were able to accomplish this spring, and do you feel like you're where you want to be?
I don't think I feel really good, no. I feel like we've made progress. I think we're pointing in the right direction. I just know how much work has to go in and how good we have to be to compete in this conference and do what we want to do. And so I'm encouraged, and I like these guys a lot, but we have so much work to do to get to where we're going to be, need to be. And so, do I feel really good? No, I'll feel really good. You know, we get through this Pac-12 schedule down the road, and we're doing some things that we're proud of. So, we just long way away. We just got to kind of go back to, you know, one week at a time, and these guys will come lift tomorrow, next week, and then they'll get some time off to kind of catch their breath and refresh a little bit, and we'll get back after it.
Could you also give us some insight in your thoughts about what you were able to do last night with some of the alumni?
Yeah. So we had probably close to 300 of, you know, former players and coaches, and it's really awesome. Just to even sit back from afar and watch it. We learned long ago, you don't need much of a program. You know, if you're doing a lot of introductions and you know, you put some sort of presentation together, they're not into that. They don't even they just want to talk to each other. And that's what was going on last night. It's really awesome to see so many guys that have done unbelievable things building this program and then coming back, and their excitement about the program now and just having them around and just watching their interaction. You guys hugging like they haven't seen each other for such a long time. And it's really pretty cool.
Chris, as the roster increases in size, do you eventually want to get to a point where you can have like an actual game, spring game, or is this kind of what you prefer?
Well, we would. It's just really hard to do that.
Why?
Numbers-wise. Like when you divide a team, there's always going to be a group or two that is so thin that now you're going to play some guys that is like, do we need to play? See, if we had our druthers, we'd have a really probably good practice as coaches, because we think we can even get some more work there. We need to, you know, we need to do a little bit of live stuff. But again, this is such a long season for these guys. You know, the scrimmage needs to be at a minimum this time of year, in our opinion. Now, they really like to do that, and we like to do that as well, but you know, if you have any sort of a senior class, numbers-wise, they walk out. You don't reload until the fall. So that's why it's a little bit harder that. We didn't have a lot of seniors